What up YouTube, it's Missouri, it's Company. In this video, I want to talk about something you should do literally right now. It's something that a lot of other YouTubers are talking about, but in case you haven't seen it, I want to make sure this gets spread to literally everyone because this is a game-breaking thing that if you don't do it, you could end up light years behind everyone else. And this goes for free to play as well, so make sure you watch this video to the very end. And without further ado, let's get straight to the video. Okay, so what we're talking about today is what you should do to get ready for the next set of Paragon. So right now, in order to get to Hell 8, you need 600 Paragon level, which is, if you are where I am, which is exactly either on Paragon or I'm roughly 2 levels about ahead of Paragon. But let's say you stay right around server Paragon level and you're an average Joe. Obviously, for those of you that aren't average Joes and exceed the Paragon level, you can do your own math here. But there is 27 days until server Paragon on my server, which is currently, like you see on the screen right now, current server Paragon level 546. There's 27 days until that Paragon level reaches 600, which means everyone at that point that is server Paragon, or at least has the ability within that day to get to serve on server Paragon level, can be in Hell 8. Now, what do you need to know to do ahead of time? That's what this video is for. To do Hell 8 and actually not just get one shot, you do need to do just a few different things here. You do need to be right around 11,310 combat rating. That is the recommended. Now, if you want to do the dungeons, you do have to be 11,800, which I'm not even at yet. Now, we're going to talk about how you could benefit from that tremendously here in just a few minutes. But again, you're not going to be getting the equipment levels that get, or you will be getting the base level Paragon level or gear from Hell 8 when you get it, but you just can't equip it until you get to the right Paragon level. But it won't necessarily be good gear because if you don't know, your legendary gear actually scales off your current Paragon level, whereas your set items are set based off whatever Hell difficulty you're on. So that's where, now I'm talking to my whales or just heavy grinders. If you're around 11,800 combat rating, and like I said, currently I'm at 11,522. If you're at that 11,800, go grind dungeons nonstop. Get you some set items that are triple rolls, triple drops, or just get you a bunch of the new fabled wisps.
What did you say?
So that way, when you do get into the Hell 8, you can craft your full set gear right now. This is something that I'm trying to push. I've literally destroyed I feel like almost all of my, I have Mount Banks. That's not something I want right now. I've destroyed all of my set items in order just to push my combat rating as much as possible. It's pretty rough. I have very few triple rolls, as you can see, only one. But I am trying to do my absolute best to get to that sort of combat rating as fast as possible so I can farm dungeons. So if you are at that point, do that right now. You're going to thank me later, and you're going to be able to get a massive jump into Hell 8. Now, why should you do this? It is very noticeable that Blizzard does not want us, and how they're doing it, all the math sort of adds up. The stretching of the amount of combat rating you need, as well as the Paragon levels, as well as the dungeon being harder to do than in terms of combat rating than the overworld farming. They've sort of flipped it, so it definitely feels like they don't want us to do this. So this could very well be the last time you can pre-farm for the new Hell difficulty. So again, you're not going to necessarily be getting too many legendaries, but what you will get are the brand new legendaries that just came to the game. So as a wizard, there are brand new legendaries that you can only get in Hell 8 difficulty. So if you're going to be farming it anyway, you might as well be able to hopefully get some of these brand new legendaries. I've already gotten one myself, which was the offhand, which is this one right here. But there's obviously some really good ones that you could get that I would love to try out, which is why, again, I'm farming in Hell 8. Now, let's say you are free to play, low spender, or just like you are where I am, which is combat rating 11,500 or lower, but above 11,300 or roughly around that range. You want to go to all your normal farming spots, whether it be the ship, or my go-to is Realm of Damnation, and you just want to farm this nonstop. Now, obviously, you do want Magic Find as high as you can, so that way you do get more legendaries, which increases the probability of getting one of those new ones for your class, so that way you can test them out, figure out what's good, and work on your builds before the new Hell difficulty even happens. I would highly recommend everyone doing this. And also, for those of you that are in a situation like I am, where you don't necessarily have maxed out gear upgrades, so I only have one level 17 and the rest are 16, so I have a ton of catching up to do, because I've seen people in like 24s already, which is really painful, and there's a lot of free combat rating you're just missing out on for getting these attributes increased. So I'm actively trying to improve that as well. But you can do all of that and get new pieces ready ahead of time for your hero, your class, whatever you're doing. by farming ahead of time. So you just come down here. Even if you're by yourself, I'm hoping I run into someone because obviously this is much more efficient. Oh, baby, come back. When you're in a party, see if I get, yay, I'm included. Does anyone else absolutely just hate when you see someone like by themselves, you go to invite them and they're just like, no, you cannot join my party. I shall farm by myself. Don't be that guy. Nobody likes that guy. Don't be that guy. So again, I'm just doing my normal little route here. It is a little bit harder, I will say. I would just say like, I changed my build ever so slightly. So it's not full mobility like I did in my farming build. I did have to manipulate it just a hair. So that way I could actually kill everything without dying too often. But again, you just keep your normal rotation. I don't know what route this guy's doing. He just kind of messed up my farm. Oh, there's a legendary. Now, okay, if I get a legendary from this guy right now, and it's one of the new ones, that would make for some amazing content. But anyway, that is one of the benefits of farming the new hell difficulty, because when you kill this one for the first time a day, and I already killed one, I think in hell 7, which is going to suck. But when you kill one of these orange creatures for the first time a day, it will guarantee you a legendary, and it has a decent chance after that. So let's see, what do I get? Fucked. That's what I got. I got fucked. All right, sick. Nothing for me there. That really sucks. I was really hoping for the content. I got a legendary and was maybe a new one because I only have the one. Moving on. But yeah, so that's going to do it for today's video. I want to really showcase you guys why it's so critical, no matter what combat rating you are, to go ahead and take these 27 days and do some heavy overworld farming in order to get you a massive jump up on the new, the brand new hell difficulty when it comes out, so that way you can ideally have all your triple stat legendaries as soon as they come out, and then ideally get to a point where you could farm your set items and have a fully kitted character as soon as hell 8 is available to you, which again, if you are right around Silver Paragon, is 27 days. If you're ahead of that, it'll be less. So let me know what you think in the comments below. Where are you at in terms of your overworld farming? How many legendaries do you have? I have about 2 that I already have that I will be saving for my hell 8 adventures. How many do you have? Do you have triple stat rolls? Tell me all about it. I want to know. This would be the first time, because I took a break going from hell 6 to 7. So this will be the first time I actually do get to take advantage of, like I said, overworld farming or pre-farming the new hell difficulty. And like I said, this also could be the very last time based off some of the things we're seeing from Blizzard. So without further ado, hopefully you like this video. If you did, smash the like button. Be grinding as much as possible. You will thank me later. Work harder now and benefit in the long run. Until next time, guys, lock it in.